الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له. قال الله تبارك وتعالى إن هدى الله هو الهدى، وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. اللهم ارحمنا بالقرآن العظيم واجعله لنا إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة واجعله لنا حجة يا رب العالمين. ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير وبك نستعين يا فتاح. ربي زدني علما. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Today is May 2nd, 2026. Alhamdulillah, we are in another new session of our Arabic 101 class that we started. We are going to review before we go to the actual lesson, and meanwhile if there is any question we can inshallah stop and learn and review. In Arabic there are part of speech. In every language there is parts of speech that make a sentence and that make us understand the language. Same as in Arabic, the word ism is very important. It has a lot of information, and then comes fi'l, the doing actions, and then comes harf, which is particles. Ism and fi'l combined with harf make a sense and full meaning. Harf most of the time by itself does not give you much information. So we learned ism is numbers and gender, and it contains what type of ism noun it is. Ism is a noun, so it tells you if it is proper noun or common noun. It also gives you the details of i'rab. If you recall, we learned i'rab is very important because it does not exist in other languages. It has a lot of information in Arabic. When there is i'rab, i'rab is not same as zabar zayd pesh. It is not fatha, kasra, dhamma. It is something else. So i'rab in Arabic language can change the full sentence. It just that ending sound of a noun, from nominative to accusative to genitive status of a noun, it can change the meaning. And the example that we learned many times is the example from Surah Al-Baqarah, وَقَتَلَ دَاوُودُ جَالُوتَ. Dawood alayhi salam killed Jalut. If it is the other way, وَقَتَلَ دَاوُودُ جَالُوتُ, that will be 100% wrong. So this slightly fatha, kasra, dhamma ending sound of a noun can change the whole thing. And if it is na'udhu for the name of Allah or name of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you change those status of a noun, then it can take you out of fold of Islam just because of those slight mistakes. So it is very important to understand the language and then say it properly. In order to understand capacity, the numbers, the gender, those are very important as well, but most important for us to learn and to remember, and it will be a challenge, that is going to be i'rab. Other things we are familiar somewhat from other languages. So, how many jins we have in Arabic? Anyone? We have two jins in Arabic, mudhakkar and muannath. Muzakkar means masculine and So remember we said that all the ism, all the nouns are by default muzakkar unless proven otherwise. And when there is 6 categories of feminine words, then we know that those symbols make a masculine into feminine when there are those signs attached with a masculine sign, then it becomes feminine. For example, biological feminine is one category. Khadija, biological feminine, so we understand by name that this is a female. And words that end with round ta, which is ta marbuta, this second one right there, ta marbuta, and hamza, and alif, and ya. These words, these symbols, these letters with ending of a masculine noun can change that masculine into feminine. So when you see a feminine noun, you are going to see these symbols and you know that this is not masculine. Then comes the body parts in pairs. When there is 2 body parts, like hands become yadain, 2 hands, and udunain, 2 ears, and aynain, 2 eyes, and rijlain, 2 legs, then you know that this is another feminine symbol and sign. Specific names and places in Arabic are categorized as feminine in Arabic. And then those nouns, non-human plurals, are also a category of feminine. And then feminine because the Arab said so. So this last part is just at their barbecue party some thousands of years ago. They decided, and you have to live by it by hearing the nouns and the sound. Then you will know that this is because Arab said so. This feminine does not make sense to us, but it is going to stay as feminine because Arab said so. Is that clear so far up to here? Any questions? Now, when we do the exercise, we are going to know that words. If I go to slideshow and now, if I ask you the word, for example, walidun, you are going to tell me, is it masculine or feminine? Anybody? It is going to be masculine and it means father. So biologically we know that father cannot be feminine. In Islam at least we will consider father to be masculine, inshallah. Ukhtun, is that masculine or feminine? Feminine. And why is ukhtun feminine? Because it is biological sister, right? Sister means it is a female. And is it feminine? Good. And means mother. Mudarrisun, is that feminine or masculine? Masculine. Mudarris is a teacher. So that's why teacher in English is just a teacher, but in Arabic, female teacher has different symbols with it, signs. So big is kabir, and that is masculine, and we're gonna know the opposite of kabir will be kabiratun. Remember from our last practice? So what is akhun? Akhun is masculine because it is brother. And anfun is also masculine. What does it mean? Nose. Nose is not the pair, body pair parts, so that's why nose is single, right? It's not like 2 eyes. So nose is single part body pair, body part, so it is masculine, not feminine. And Ayman would be feminine because it is body part that is in pair. Does that make sense? Inshallah. So, up next will be the word yadun. Is that going to be masculine or feminine? Feminine because it is pairs. And rijlun means the leg. So it is feminine because even though we say leg, but it is both legs. It is a body part that is in pair. And bintun, is that masculine or feminine? Feminine because we know daughter is biologically feminine. Abun means father, and walidun, we did it before, father. So abun and walidun, both words means same thing, father. And talibatun is feminine because it has the round ta, and this round ta is called ta marbuta. So remember, see up here with the bintun. Bintun has regular ta, and then talibatun, this ta is called ta marbuta, which means round ta. So talibatun is feminine because it is a female student. What will be the muzakkar, the masculine of talibatun? Talibun, because talibun, naturally all the nouns will be considered as masculine, and talibun does not have that round ta or any other symbol of feminine in there, so it is going to be considered as masculine.
So for talibatun, will never come up with the big ta, right?
It is not going to be written with the proper ta. It's going to be written with the ta marbuta. Correct. However, plural will be talibatun. So alif, and then at the end you will see proper ta. Wajhun means face, the face. So it is single body part, so it is masculine. And rasun means the head, so rasun is also masculine. Baqaratun is cow, feminine. And rahmatun is mercy, feminine. So from this, rahmatun, there is ta marbuta, that's why one of the sign. And kutubun, books, even though it does not have the other symbol, it is feminine because
this one is plural actually.
Plural of kitab. So broken plural and sound plural. We're going to come to that lesson. We learned that there could be jama, mukassar, which means broken plural, which is this. Kitab is singular, and then plural of kitab, the book, is going to be kutubun. So plural of غير عاقل, those things that do not possess intelligence, they are considered as feminine. So that's why books are feminine. And plural of kitab is not kitabain, it is kutubun. And that's how broken plurals. Same thing, sayyaratun is plural and it is feminine. And it is cars. Sayyaratun means cars. What is khamrun? Feminine. So the rih, the wind, and the khamr, the liquor, alcohol, they have multiple names for these, and just Arab made them feminine, so they are going to stay feminine. And sama'un means sky, is also Arab made it feminine, so it is feminine, and it has a symbol at the end, that is Hamza. So with these signs at the end, we can figure out that these are out of 6.
Hamza
Hamza are going to give us sign of feminine. Ahmar is a color and Shahrun is a month. So Ahmar means red color and both of them are masculine or feminine. These are more words. Hada, we all know hada means this, and it is considered as masculine. So what will be the opposite of hada? Hadihi. Hadihi will be opposite of hada, which is for feminine. So narun, again, the fire has multiple names in Arabic, so they are feminine. Jamalun, what is jamalun? Camel. It's not a dog. So jamalun is masculine, even though camels and horses also have multiple names. Ibl, ibili, afala yanzuruna ila al-ibili, kayfa khuliqat, that's an ayah in the Quran. So naqatun is also she camel. Atshan means thirsty, Jawhan means hungry. So these words are, Atshan is considered masculine and hungry is feminine. So
like hungry, this, thirsty, why do we need gender of this?
This is a very good question. In Arabic, actually it makes sense once you know the rules and once they are into sentences. Because in English we say this, it is for everything. But in Arabic, there is opposite of this, hada, hadihi for female. So once you know that it is female by hadihi, then it makes sense to do that. Hada means this, but then there is opposite of this, hadihi for feminine. So now that hadihi is not going to be only for human beings, that hadihi could be for non-living things as well. So those are the different categories. Once you use them in sentences, it does make sense. So not to offend anybody, but Arabs sometimes when they translate into English from Arabic, they do make these grammatical mistakes in English. Because, for example, the chair is broken, they will not say chair is broken, they will say she is broken. See, and they're translating from Arabic into English, instead of saying this chair is broken, they will say this chair she is broken. So they will attach a gender to it.
So if I say like this cow, then it will be hazihi.
Correct. Because we know the cow is feminine and it has the opposite, which is bull, masculine. So now you can use hada for bull and hadihi for cow. So, for example, sama'un, the sky, to us it does not make sense why it is feminine. And hungry, to us it does not make sense why hungry has to have a gender, but to Arabs, that's how they decided. And it applies to other languages as well. Whatever decision initially they make, we will have to live by those rules. So, actually, Arabic has many more rules than other languages. All these rules. But the good thing is once we understand a category, for example, we understand these 6 simple rules for feminine, then we know everything else is masculine. So hamra, the last word in here is red, and why it is not masculine? Just because of our desire. And there are rules.
Hamra, because this one is the alif mamduda, that's why it's feminine. But hamra is also red. But this is the plural,
Yes. So
that's why.
There are broken plurals and sound plurals. So once we understand that category, it even makes more sense why these words are the way they are. Malikun means king. So what is opposite of Malikun? Malikatun, the queen. Tabibun, male doctor, so Tabibatun, female doctor. Kabirun, big, and Kabiratun, female, feminine, and then Jamil for male, Jamilatun, female, and Mujtahid means hardworking, so the female will be Mujtahidatun. Talibun, we already did, female is Talibatun. Walidun, father, Walidatun, mother. So, Kalbun is dog, and what is female? Dog, Kalbatun. Saghirun, small, Saghiratun, feminine, Mudarrisun, Mudarrisatun. So, after gender comes number in Arabic. Number is the second of four properties of an ism. So remember, ism has four properties. What are those four properties? Number, gender, qism, which is kind, is it proper or common, and then i'rab. So status, yeah. In English and Urdu, there is only singular and plural. However, there are three numbers in Arabic. And mufrad is singular, musanna is dual, and plural is jama. Al-baytu, the house, kitabun, a book, rajulun, a man. Musanna, it is that noun which indicates two units. It is formed by placing the following at the end of singular noun. Remember, ani sound, kitabun plus ani sound at the end makes kitabani, so that becomes dual, two books. Qalamun means a pen, and when we add ani with alif nun, it becomes qalamani, and that becomes dual, two pens. Shajaratun means a tree, one single tree, and ani sound makes shajaratani, two trees. Zaharatun means a flower, so plural, the dual is zaharatani.
I have another question. So
Ji.
back.
Yes,
So like shajaratun and shajaratani.
yes.
So if it is shajaratani, then how we understand what is the gender from here? Because the shajaratun, it looks like it's a feminine.
Correct.
But if somebody says shajaratani, then there is no way to understand whether it's a female by looking at the noun, right?
They have to go back to the actual word.
Oh, they don't have to go back to the actual word.
Correct. So you look, the word under shajaratun is zaharatun, and
Okay.
same category zaharatani, dual.
Okay.
And these Mujibai will have broken plural for them, like
Which one?
zaharatun might be
Zaratun, no.
zahara.
Actually, no, this is not a broken plural. Zaratun is the only thing what you are doing is you are opening that ta. Ta marbuta means it's a, round ta or like joining.
Oh, okay, ta is already also there actually.
Oh, ta
Yeah,
is
so
also-
what I'm trying to say that when you get to plural, then you will see the difference between singular, dual, and plural. So right now we are just sticking with the kitabani, two books, qalamani, two pens, shajaratani, ani sound at the end. So whatever the last haraka, the last word is, just add alif nun at the end. So
This one is also musanna, not the plural.
yeah, it is dual.
Ta
here.
is representing that, okay, this one is musanna. And if you go back, kitabu, kitabani, there is no ta.
Yeah, now I understand.
So now you understand the feminine versus masculine as well.
When you, if you make a plural of kitabun, it's going to be kutub.
Right.
So-
Kitabani is dual.
Yeah, yeah.
I will say the first word, I want everyone to say the last one. Waladun, waladani. Just say it so you remember it. Babun is singular, and what is dual? Jidarun singular, plural. The dual will be. What does jidar mean? The wall. This wall behind me is called Jidar. And Salihun, two righteous men. Rajulun, Rajulani means two men. Baytun, Baytani is two houses. And Kursiyun, with Ani sound, becomes Kursiyani. You are sitting right now holding two chairs. So you are if you are not on Kursi, you are Kursiyani. Right there. Sadiqun, Sadiqani. So there's two honest men like these two beautiful men right there. You will say Sadiqani right there. Rajulani, Sadiqani. Two righteous men. Two truthful men. Subhan sir, you control the time, inshallah. You let me know when to stop. So this is something Ani practice that gives us singular to dual and when to use masculine or feminine. You will understand when they are used in sentences, and also by hearing them from Arabs that this is how it should sound, and then follow those rules of masculine and feminine. You will understand. Tabbakh means the chef. So Tabbakhan, two chefs. Mudarrisatun, the last one is with the Ani sound, Mudarrisatani, and that is how many teacher? Dual. Najjar means carpenter, and Najjarani is dual. Sadiqatani. So remember this hadith we have to discuss. Kalimatani, Habibatani, ila Rahmani. Yes, ala lisani. Samir wants us to go for coffee. So Habib means beloved, and Habibatani, two beloved. And Kalima is singular, so Ani sound will make it Kalimatani. And we know this beautiful hadith. Khafif is singular, so Ani sound will make it Khafifatani. So see here, Ta at the end of Khafifa, is that masculine or feminine? Feminine. Because of the Ta at the end. And look at this word Saqilatani. So Ta, it is written singularly without Ani sound. It's going to be Saqila with the Ta at the end. Saqilatun. So now makes sense? Khafif means light. See here down. Khafifatun is with the feminine sound, Tamaruta, with the feminine symbol. And A'la is article, so on its own, A'la does not make any sense unless it has a verb and a noun before and after it. So, Saqila is, remember, Ani sound made it right with Tani, otherwise it was Ta marbuta with the and round Ta. And Saqilatani means heavy. Should we go to this lesson or skip? We're good. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Ya Allah, you accept from us this effort for learning Arabic language and Quranic language and the language of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya Allah, you give us through your infinite mercy deep understanding of the Deen. Ya Allah, give us deep understanding of the Quran and give us deep understanding of the Hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. وصلى الله تعالى على رسول خلقه محمد وعلى آله أجمعين برحمته يا أرحم الراحمين.
The word just one of the I mean in that hadith, Kalima Tane, the reason is because